Very good afternoon to everyone. Uh, Myself Saurabh Mujumdar, Assistant Professor, Department of Applied Science and Humanities, Section Mechanical Engineering, Guru Nanak Institute of Technology under the aegis of JIS Group, 157 by F, Nilganj Road, Panihati, Sodhpur, Kolkata. So, we are continuing our discussion on an operation management course, and today we are at the last topic of module 6, that is purchase management. And on this topic, the last topic is store management or management of store. So let us begin this topic. So first of all, that is introduction. So store is a place where excess material is kept, which will be used as and when required. Loss of item, deterioration, obsolescence, inadequacy of what is stored to what is needed are treated as part of life. Store management is to receive material, to protect them while in storage from damage and unauthorized removal, to issue the material in the right quantities at right time to right place, and to provide this service promptly and at least cost. So what is the objective of store management? The objective is, in the claim of internal customer and supplier, store has several internal customers. As a matter of fact, all functions of management are internal customer to store. Customers as usual expect quality cost delivered from every supplier. Store also have to deliver this customer expectation. In the process of discharging this obligation, store perform some activity that are function of store. Now, what are the objectives that are listed here? That is, first thing, that is minimizing cost of production through minimizing cost on material. So this is the first objective of store management. That is, you have to minimize the cost. Second is maintaining the value of the material. You have to maintain the value. Third objective is service to user dependent. Next is establishing coordination with other department, because whenever store management is our topic, so coordination with other department is a very essential to establish this. And advising material manager. What are the function of store? So function of store is, the first function is receipt. That is, whenever raw materials are coming to us, first we receive that as per our intent. Then we have to storage. We have to store it to the particular place. Then retrieval. Whenever it is required, we can retrieve from that places. Whenever we are retrieve this, whenever I am retrieve is, after that you have to issue it. You have to fill the issue slip and you have to issue it. Otherwise, you cannot track which particular material is going out from the store. Then we have to record that, because record is necessary. Then housekeeping, then control. Control means overall control of the store. Then surplus management. Okay, surplus management means that is other type of management is required. Whenever you are in a store manager, you have to lot of management you have to do that are under surplus management. Then you have to verify, that is verification. Verify all the material that are coming to you, and whatever you are giving, whatever you are deliver to the whenever it is required, you have to verify it. And interaction and coordination, overall coordination. So these are the function of store. Then come to one by one. I am going to discuss each and every step. First is the receipt. What is the function of this receipt? Any item of good or material that enter the organization always enter through the store. So this is the common process, okay, for every organization. Similarly, every item, unless specifically excluded, has to leave through the store. So entering into the store, that is also the purpose of the store management. And also whenever it is required, you have to leave it to the store. Store is the final account keeper of all material. So they have to take the record which is coming to our store and which is outgoing from the store. This count, final count, they have to maintain. Material sent to any supplier after the scrutiny clearance comes to the store. Store checks all the documents carried out by the carrier, known as delivery challan, against the copy of the purchase order placed on the supplier by the organization. Next is, that is, once the adequacy is established and quantity is verified, the material is sent for testing for quality parameter. Sometimes quality control tests are elaborate and time consuming. If the policy of receipt is to unload the material subject to quality control acceptance, it is clear for unloading. Unloaded material is kept on hold if it is not yet cleared by quality control department. If the material is received, it is sent back to the supplier after clear. So these are the overall function of receipt. Then come to the next function, that is storage. Once the unloaded material is approved by the quality control department as per the quality plan in the quality system, it is moved to a specific place in the store layout. Obviously there should be a layout, that is which items should be placed at which places. At that particular place we have to place that material. The material is so stored that it becomes easy to retrieve and issue subsequently. Storage should also ensure protection against deterioration, damage and pilferage. Then detailed system is adopted for location, labeling of item. While in storage, storage plan is made keeping in mind. So that is nature of product, physical state, toxicity, inflammability and other hazards, volume and weight, heavy or light, movement frequency, fast moving or slow moving, point of use. So these things are to be kept in mind whenever storage plan is going on. Then retrieval. Easy and quick retrievability of items that are demanded by the internal customer. Easy identification, maximum space utilization and minimum handling are key factor to retrieval functions. It is common knowledge in many of the companies that after hour of searching for the item is declared to be out of stock. This causes hold up of production process and avoidable urgent purchase of out of stock material. This function takes place as per the established retrieval systems. Now next thing is the issue. Fulfilling customer demand for the item in minimum time, keeping quality high and cost minimum is an internal customer doesn't pay the price, but he or she has to fulfill requirement of authorization for the demand. A duly authorized indent or requisition for the item is the key. Then record. Maintaining record of receipt and issue is the main thing for record systems. Updating the stock level as per government of material and as per movement of the material, you have to update each and every steps, that is from where it is coming, then after which it is going. Basic record of store are bin cut and stock register. So what is bin cut and what is stock register? Bin cut is placed on the bin in which items are stored. This gives information about receipt, issue and balances. A stock register gives all the information in the bin card and also the value. So these two things are required for record, bin cut as well as stock register. Next thing is housekeeping. Maintenance of space and span, cleanliness in the store and ensuring principle of place for everything and everything in its place is fulfilled, implemented. Good housekeeping ensured satisfactory work practices. Now come to the control. Taking measures to ensure material plan is being adhered to. Any changes in consumption pattern or replacement pattern are closely monitored for corrective action. Material movement is watched to identify non-moving material for disposal. Effective control put into effect management objective of no shortage and no excesses. So these are the functions of control. Now come to the surplus management. Effective disposal systems for unneeded material to reduce inventory cost and proactive measures to eliminate deterioration and obsolescence. Obsolete items are good in all respect but have no useful role in the company due to changes that have occurred in the course of time. Surplus items are those have accumulated due to the faulty planning, forecasting, purchasing. Hence, a huge value is associated with this item. Scrap is wastage generated due to process like turning, boring, drilling, etc., and also due to bad manufacturing. It is said that India nearly 2500 rupees crore are tied up as obsolete, surplus and scrap items. So from that you can understood that surplus management is very much essential, otherwise scrap material are going to increase. Okay, so you have to remove the scrap particularly after sometimes whenever it is fulfilled, or otherwise it is unnecessarily gather in our working place. Now come to the next slide, that is verification. Verification. Stock verification to eliminate gap between information and physical stock. In store, some items are maintained as stock item. The store triggers the procurement cycle for such item when a predetermined recorder level is reached. Hence, correct stock position through verification is critical to ensure no shortage, no excess for the item. So verification after certain time is very much required, and this is also essential to maintain the stock list. Then interaction and coordination. Very close interaction between purchasing, production, quality control and engineering function is obviously needed in the discharge of the function of discussed as far. It is also becomes necessary to coordinate the flow of materials, samples and information through a network of department for performance of store function. Besides, every management functions being an internal customer interaction is very important. Now come to the types of store. There is two types of store. One is centralized store, other one is decentralized store. So centralized and decentralized store organization. Centralized store concept is to store all items at a central place and control materials movement from this central place. Whereas decentralized concept is moving the material to the respective customer function or directly to the point of use. Now here I have shown you a figure where the centralized store is shown here. So you can see that fitting shop, machine shop, heat treatment, molding and castings, they are associated to each other, and at the middle, at the central places, store office is there, so that whenever it is required by any shop, they can easily take the necessary item from the store. So store is situated at the central position. So features of centralized store organization. First one is effective supervision and control. That is very much essential. Second is issue at single point, reduce cost of issues. Third is reduced personnel requirement. Obviously that should be reduces. Fourth, efficient layout for store, that is also required. Fifth is better handling technology. Sixth, better inventory checks. Next, maintenance of optimum store, that is also required. And last one is elaborate documentation. What are the advantages of centralized store? The variety of goods can be supplied to all the users from small location. Less manpower will be required. Better control of material is possible. Material handling will be easy, and wastage and deterioration of material will be less. So these are the advantages of centralized store systems. Now come to disadvantage of centralized store systems. It may not be suitable for large manufacturing concern. So whenever there is a small manufacturing unit, centralized store is okay. But whenever our manufacturing unit is very large, in that cases it is not possible that to place the store at the central places and others, and around the store all the shops should be located. That is not feasible. More staff will be required for shifting and transportation of material to various production units. And record keeping is difficult for centralized store systems. So to eliminate all these limitation of centralized store systems, decentralized store is required for large manufacturing units, where for each and every shop there should be a separate store. Like for machine shop there is a separate store, for molding and casting there is a separate store, for fitting shop there is a separate store. So what happened, it is very easy to take the material from the store, because for particular store the particular item is there which is required for that shop only, not the other shops items are there. So it is very easy to track. So features of decentralized store organization: reduce handling, so that is the first things. Then customer friendly, then fewer production stoppages. Otherwise what happened, for centralized store systems I am going to take the material for fitting shop fitting, but at that time suppose they are busy to give the material to other shop, so fewer production stop, so it creates the production stoppage. And visual management is easier. What are the advantages of decentralized store? Reduce material handling and associated cost. The same things are written here. Less chances of bottleneck and delay. Convenient for every department to draw material. Less transportation lines. And what are the limitations? Limitations are coordination and control of all decentralized store is a challenge to management. Labor utilization may suffer due to low store activity level. So these are the two limitations for decentralized storage systems. Some other type of storage, like as per types of material store, like raw material store, component store, working process store, finished goods store, semi-finished goods store, tool store, die crib, consumable material store. So there is various types of store are there depending on the type of material. And not only that, as per the nature of material store, like the nature of material, like LPG store, chemical store, hazardous material store, refrigerator material store, okay, etc., etc. So these are the, as per nature of the material, we can store in that way. As per the function of the store, like receiving store, central store, general store, sub store, okay. So these are the store classification as per the function. So store layout, physical arrangement of store, the storage facility for efficient receipt, storage and issue of material is called the layout of store. In a properly arranged store, the material are properly maintained. It involves minimum of handling, optimum utilization of space. Factor affecting store layout: type of stock, volume of stock, availability of space, physical factor. So these are the factors which are affecting the store layout. Then store system, there is various types of store systems are there, like closed door system and open door systems. What is closed door systems? In closed door system, the store material is held under lock and key, and it is say closed, so that should be locked and key. Entry into the store is restricted, authorized personnel only. Physical movement of the material is only with authorized document only. Maximum security and tight control on movement are feature of these systems. And what is open systems? Open store systems. In these systems, the material is stored near point of use and there is restriction on the consumptions. Control passes on the operations department. So these are the two types of store systems are there. So this is the overall about the store management, store, that is management of store or store management, which are associated with the purchase management. So thank you everyone for your paying attention.